In Unit 6, Part 3, we are reviewing decimal operations and then looking at solving equations that contain decimals. So, in case you aren't looking at your notes, leave at the top. I do not want you to use calculators on this. The whole point of this is to review decimal operations and then to look at solving with decimals. So, we're looking at adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing decimals, which you've all done before. Okay? It might just be a little bit different this time because now we'll have negatives and things of that nature. So, if you look at number 1, you're doing negative 7.06 plus 5.22. So again, you've added decimals before. I don't know if you've done it with negatives. Here we have a negative and a positive. So we're going to do big minus little. So we're going to do 7.06 minus 5.22. Okay, so 6 minus 2 is 4. I need to borrow. So 10 minus 2 is 8. My decimal is there. 6 minus 5 is 1. So I have 1.84. Okay, we did big minus little. Take the sign of the bigger number is negative. So I get negative 1.84. So again, I want you to actually show me the work. I do not want you using calculator for any of this. Okay? So the rest of this front page I'm going to leave for you because it should all be reviewed. If you have questions, just ask me. Make sure you check those with the answer sheet. So moving down to the bottom of this page, now we're solving equations with decimals. So again, combining what we've done in the past 2 sections with our review of solving equations. So, for number 1, I'm going to start by boxing and rewriting. So I have 21.3 plus r equals negative 19.79. I go to the left side where I'm adding. I have a positive 21.3. So I need to do the inverse operation, which would be to subtract. And I have to do it from both sides to keep it an equivalent equation. So on the left side, 21.3 minus 21.3 is just going to give me r. That's the whole point. And then if you look on the right side, you've got to keep track. First off, we have a negative minus a number. Okay. So over here to the side, I'm just going to rework this. So I have negative 19.79 minus 21.3. So I'm going to rewrite that as negative 19.79 plus a negative 21.3. So that tells me that I'm actually just adding these together and then putting a negative in front of it. So when I go to add these, that's going to give me 9. And you can use 0, there's a 1. Decimals right there. That's 11, there's a 1. So I'll get 41.09. And instead I have 2 negatives, that's going to be negative there. So number 2, I'll leave to you. I'm going to come over here and look at number 3. So again, for number 3, the first thing I need to do is box and rewrite. I'm going to have k over negative 6 equals negative 13.25. If you look at the variables over on the left side in a fraction, which means that's division. So to undo that, we need to multiply. We're going to multiply by our denominator. So on the left side, these negative 6 cancel out. I just have k. On the right side, I'm doing a negative times a negative. So I know my answer is going to be positive. And if you multiply this together, you're going to get 79.5. So that's my answer there. I'll go ahead and leave number 4 for you guys. On the next part, it says find the value of x for the given triangle or rectangle. So for number 1, they give you the perimeter and a triangle. They want you to find the missing side. I'll let you guys do number 1. For number 2, they give us the area of a rectangle, and they give us one side but the other one's missing. So just to review, area is length times width. So I'm plugging in what I know. My area is 49.65. My length is 3.75, and my width is x. So if you look at the variable, I'm multiplying, so to solve this, I need to divide both sides by 3.75. 49.65 divided by 3.75 is 13.24. That's going to equal x. It's 3.75 divided by 3.75 plus 1. Now I'm doing measurement, so I know I need a unit, which in this case is centimeter. Alright, I'll let you guys do number 1 with the triangle, and then the bottom is review, of course, like terms, coefficients, constant, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you check those with the All right, that's it for Unit 6.